With this page, I want to introduce three terms from economics that will serve as an application of the mathematics that we're working on right now. The terms are revenue, expenses, and profit. So, revenue can be thought of as the money coming into your business or entity. It is the gross income received from normal business activities. Expenses and costs are used interchangeably. That would be the money spent or cost incurred in a business's efforts to generate revenue. Profit is the company's total net earnings. And so we have a formula that relates profit, revenue, and costs. Now, if revenue goes up, then profit should go up. If costs go up, profit should go down. So the formula that we have for this is profit equals revenue minus costs. Let's see how that would work with a graph of the three variables. Now assume a company's revenue, expenses, and profit are graphed with time. But this is daily revenue, daily expenses, and daily profit. What is the revenue per day at time 0? To answer that question, we want to start right here at t equals 0. And we want to find the initial value of the revenue. It's 3, but this is in thousands of dollars per day. So R of 0 is $3,000 per day. Is the revenue per day changing with time, or is it constant? Because it's a horizontal line, that shows us that the height of the revenue does not change with time. And that is what is known in mathematics as constant. So R of t is remaining constant with time. What about the expenses or costs per day at time 0? Well, C of 0 looks like $2,000 per day. Are the expenses per day changing with time or staying constant? They're remaining constant. All right, now we want to use the formula. The formula says that we can come up with a function for profit simply by subtracting the revenue minus the costs. So if the revenue has a formula of $3,000 per day, and the costs has a formula of $2,000 per day, then we ought to be able to subtract them to get the profit. Let's try it. P of t equals R of t minus C of t. That's going to be $3,000 per day minus $2,000 per day, which is $1,000 per day. That's our profit. Last question says, the area under the curve has meaning here. It represents the total accumulated profit in dollars for a certain time interval. So if we let our time interval be 10 days, how much money has the company actually earned? So I'm going to section off the area that we're interested in here, and then I'll shade it in. Okay. Now, what are the dimensions of this? Well, the height is $1,000 per day, but the width of the interval is 10 days. So the area is what's called the total accumulated profit in dollars. So all we need to do is we got to multiply $1,000 per day times 10 days. Notice that here the units of days will actually cancel just like numbers would. If you have a number above and a number below and they're equal to each other, they cancel. Well, the same thing would happen with the units here. How much money is it total? $10,000.